Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate great Justin Hardy with the Ottawa Redblacks. In fact, Justin coming to us from a different location. How you doing, man? And also tell us where you're coming to us from today.
I'm doing good. I can't complain. I'm back in Ottawa, getting ready for the season.
So when you're up there, Justin, do you have an apartment, a nice hotel? Where do you stay during your time in Canada there?
I got a condo up here. Just something small, nothing too crazy, just to get me through.
So you're up there for the duration of the season at this point?
Yes, sir.
And training camp begins when?
May 8th is reporting day, I want to say. So I'll be up around that time.
All right, good deal. But getting your Canadian feet back under you, Justin. This is kind of a dumb American question, but where you are, I know there's a lot of French-speaking folks up there. Is it mostly English there? There are different languages up there. How's that go for you?
Where I'm at, it's a lot of English, I guess you can say. But there is some French going around for sure. A
Do
lot
you
more than probably what you think.
right? Any of the local delicacies you enjoy? Like, are you eating mostly Americanized food up there? Is there some Canadian stuff you found that you like?
Um, they had this thing called poutine.
Yeah.
It's really just cheese curds and like this gravy sauce that they put on fries. I haven't tried that version of it yet. It doesn't look appealing to me, but they do have this jerk chicken
Okay.
poutine, which is just fries and the jerk sauce and the jerk chicken with
Yeah.
the cheese. So that's pretty good. But just
Yeah.
regular poutine, I haven't really got a chance to try it out yet.
Anything jerk, I'm definitely down with. Justin, you can use it as an excuse that you just need to stay in shape. If you see something you don't want to eat, you say, "Nah, man, it's not part of my diet."
I got
Justin,
you.
speaking of the CFL, did I see Dominique Davis? Did he announce his retirement recently?
He did. He did.
Yeah,
That was
and
a great quarterback.
no doubt, man, and a great guy as well. We talked to him. I think we talked to him during COVID times when we were doing our Zoom room, but wanted to catch up with
Hmm.
him. But Justin's been blessed to play with some great quarterbacks, and that started at the college level with Dominique. What do you remember about him being the signal caller for the Pirates, Justin?
And he had a strong arm. When Dom came out, came in. That was my first year at ECU. So just actually getting a chance to seeing guys compete like on the college level. Coming from high school, it was good to see the quarterback that he was coming in. So it was definitely eye opening to see how he operate and to see how smoothly things went. When he was play calling.
Smooth is a good word. Like again, I'm looking at it from the outside looking in, but appeared to be very level headed, kind of calm, which is what you want in your quarterback, right?
For sure, for sure.
Justin Hardy joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Justin, NFL draft has come and gone. We had a Pirate drafted. Savone Revel went to the Dallas Cowboys. You had a number of Pirates getting tryouts, rookie minicamp tryouts, including Rajay Harris at running back, Dustin Hall at center, Parker Moore on the offensive line, Winston Wright, wide receiver. So kind of tell us what those guys are in for this week. It happens pretty fast, right? They report
It
and,
definitely
and,
does.
and get to work.
Definitely does. I would definitely tell them, just make sure you're in shape. It's probably not going to be too much depth, at the position going to mini camp. And look at it as it's an opportunity for sure. It's an interview at the end of the day. You want to put your best foot forward. Just go out there and do what you're supposed to do. Be coachable. And let your talent show.
And Justin, you've made it clear that you're going to work your tail off no matter if you're the number one receiver at East Carolina, if you're a walk on at ECU, if you're a draft pick or whatever. So, but how much of an edge do the draft picks have over these invites? Like, invites are kind of working from behind from the beginning, right? They really have to show something quick.
Definitely got to show something quick. I guess the advantage that guys that were drafted have over guys that wasn't drafted is they have a little bit more leeway. They can make a couple mistakes here and there because at the end of the day, the draft picks are an investment, and they want to make sure that their investment is doing what they're supposed to do
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So just getting the chance to actually have a chance to mess up, not trying to mess up, but you got a chance to mess up, correct it, and go back
Right.
out there and do it again. That's an advantage I guess some guys have over guys that wasn't. But the guys that wasn't, like I said, can't make no mistakes. You gotta go in there and make your best foot forward. Put your best foot
Justin,
forward.
how quickly do you remember like signing your first contract? How quickly did that happen after you were drafted?
Shoot, to be honest, we couldn't practice or anything until the contract was signed. So as soon as before we doing Ricky minicamp, the contract was signed.
Yeah, I mean, what was that feeling like? You seem like you're football focused, but we have talked about the business side of it, and you have to learn that part of it. But was that kind of nerve wracking? Was that a dream come true? Like, what was it like signing the dotted line there?
Yeah, it definitely was a dream come true. All the work over life that I put in to get to this point. I was grateful to be there. Like I said, just take a chance to, will take time to actually understand what's going on, but understanding like this is not the finish. Like this is only the beginning again. So signing that, it was meant to go back to work now.
Yeah, that's very cool. While we're talking business stuff, Justin, what's the contract situation and length with you and Ottawa right now? Is it kind of year to year, or do you have more years?
Yeah, I signed a 1 year this year.
Okay,
Well, I've been signing 1 year for like the last couple of years. I feel like that's
right.
the best way to kind of go about going things.
Yeah. And do you have an exit plan, or how long do you want to keep playing?
As long as I can play.
Do you still like? It's got to be a little different, but at the end of the day, like, do you still enjoy football like you always have when you were playing in Craven County and stuff?
Definitely. I feel like guys that like to compete will always compete. I
Yeah.
don't care what they doing. Like they gonna compete at anything. It could be uh, doing the laundry. It doesn't matter. Like if you want to compete, you can compete with anything. So I feel like as long as I got that drive and that competitive nature and that competitive spirit, then I can keep playing.
Is that something you've always had, Justin? Like even growing up, you wanted to be the fastest guy on your road, or you wanted to, throw the ball the furthest amongst your friends, stuff like that.
Definitely. Like I said, growing up, that was really the only thing that I really knew about was competing. I might not be in the fastest at this time, but I'm gonna work to get to that point or anything else we doing.
Justin Hardy joining us. Justin, I know you don't keep up with it much, but you watching any NBA playoffs? Anything going on in sports these days?
Highlights.
Yeah.
Since I got back up here, really haven't had time to really, I guess, dive into like the sports world. I just been working out, making sure everything is ready to go for next week.
Do you have like a team facility you can go to up there to work out, or where do you do your working out at?
Oh yeah, we have a team facility up here. Where we play our games. That we have. That's where I guess you say our office is. So we have all our meetings there. We have practice there, workout, training tables there. So everything I do is pretty much at the stadium. So anything I need, I just go there.
Who are the QBs on your roster? Do you know right now?
You said QBs?
Yeah.
I know we got Drew Brown, which was the starter from last year. We got Tyree Adams. He was as well, played a little bit the year before. Um, those are guys that I think are returning. I haven't met any of the new guys yet.
How often do you? Because again, a lot of pirates find their way up there. How often do you run into pirates on the field, and they all kind of get together, talk about the ECU days?
We run into them, but not necessarily reminiscing about ECU. Just actually, yes, good to see the guys, seeing what they're
Right.
doing, being successful, still playing football. That's really good to see, especially coming from ECU. So that's really pretty much what's about. I know I see Snead all the time. He's in
Yeah.
Montreal. Stanley, he's in Winnipeg. So I see those guys whenever we play them.
We talk about it, man, but Stanley Bryant's kind of a legend up there, right? Like he's gonna be a Hall of Famer, I would think, at the end of his career.
I would think he's been here. How long his career has been. I would think so. He's probably he's one of the better O linemen up here for sure.
Yeah, champion and has won the best O lineman award I think multiple times. So it's really awesome what he's been able to do up there in Canada. And Justin Hardy going to put up some more big numbers this year. It's pretty cool, Justin. I guess next Thursday, training camp begins, and then you'll get the preseason, and before you know it, the real thing will be here. So exciting stuff. We'll kind of document what you've got going on up there in Canada as we chat with you every week, courtesy of Social House Vodka. You can get the J-Rock Limited Edition vodka, Justin's personal vodka at socialhousevodka.com. Justin, enjoyed the update, man. Good luck, and we'll check in with you again next week.
I appreciate it. See you guys.